Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I'm going to start off first things first, with all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Raha Kadash, which in the petty Hebrew tongue is correct names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, sister brothers, living in this truth, and shalom to you, brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. There's going to be a real quick watchman lesson, Yahshua Allah, kind of an update on the Crazies. We was talking about how the Trump administration is stripping back all the institutions that deal with people that receive medical treatment or medical care, which is really Esau Edom's form of sorcery called pharmakia, which goes in the pharmacy, basically drugs. So Esau's been giving people drugs to keep them, a certain way, and now he's going to rug pull and take them away, and that's going to have adverse effects out here in the public, which is what, that's what Esau, even so-called white man, that's what he wants, because that's order out of chaos. So they're going to do that to bring on chaos, to say, oh, the public is going crazy, so now I need a more militant presence in order to subdue the chaos that's out here. And really, it ain't nothing but him unleashing the people that he already done messed up through his pharmaceutical company, issuing out his drugs. And then I got some cases on that. We're going to bring out some articles, and we're going to show that this is indeed biblical and spiritual, and we're at that time to where demons are about to turn up, because that's all it is. When these people got mental issues and problems, they just got demons on them. And we're at the point where this kingdom is collapsing, so it's going to make these demons really react, because they know I have a short time, because Yahweh Shah is coming back. So no further ado, so check out this little demonic bug out. Look like a straight up Edomite. And that says the suspect arrested after allegedly threatened police in Muskogee Nation Medical Center. So they get to the point where they don't even care what the police got to say. Like, they'll do something to them. So if they don't care what the authorities say, man, these people about to totally go off the handle. They ain't gonna listen to what anybody else got to say. You don't want to be around somebody like that or to keep house with somebody like that. So it says on Thursday, just before 1 p.m., the Muskogee Nation Department of Health said the health complex is on lockdown due to a credible threat on the hospital. So it says Muskogee Nation Light Horse Police asked the public to be on the lookout for 50-year-old Morgan Freeman, odds of that name, who they said threatened law enforcement in the Muskogee Nation Medical Center. Freeman, who police said has mental health issues, he got demons on him, allegedly called and threatened the health complex Thursday morning. That afternoon, Tulsa police detectives were on the phone with Freeman discussing a separate stolen vehicle case. So, like, he done stole somebody's car. While speaking with Freeman, officers learned of the incident on Muggy and got Freeman agreed to meet in South Tulsa. Detectives met with Freeman in their 61st Sheridan and took him into custody, police said. Now, see, if that was a Jake, I don't think they would have dealt with Jake like that. They just rolled down on Jake and unalived him. So, because he's an Edomite, he get handled with, TLC. And I bet he going to be out in the public pretty soon too. We're not gonna stay in jail. So it says Muskogee Nation Light Horse Police arrived and transported Freeman to a Muskogee County jail, where he was booked in the jail for conspiring to commit violence. Muskogee Nation Department of Health said the lockdown was lifted around 3:20 p.m. after Freeman was taken into custody. So those crazies, Yahshua, are being crazy. And this is an Edomite. So all they did is just put him in jail for a little bit. He'll be back on the streets. And he made threats, is what they said. And if he made threats, you best believe it's already on his mind to do something. So all he needed to do was get him a weapon. And if he didn't care about law enforcement, he wouldn't have cared about no people either. He could have just unalived a couple people. And like with him making a threat on the Muskogee Nation Health Department, he probably was getting like his drugs, getting this, they call it meds. He was needing to get that. Trump is cutting off Medicaid, so he probably got his medication cut off. And I know when you cut their medication off, people like that, it's a major issue. They gonna threaten people's lives, man. They need that stuff to keep them what they call normal now. Because basically it's a drug. And it's high-tech drugs too. They call it psych meds. So when they take it away from them, these people gonna go crazy. And see, Esau Edom, the elites, they know that. So this is that orchestrated chaos they're gonna cause by to take people's meds away. And they're using Donald Trump and his administration to handle this situation by, writing those laws into place, taking things away. And because basically they're weaponizing people, man. That's all Esau doing is weaponizing demonic people, devils. He just unleashing them. He been suppressing them with his drugs. Now he gonna take the drugs away and let them just go out and unalive people, man. That's why you really gotta be prayed up at this time and really be circumspect, because man, you can go to Walmart, run into somebody like that, and it might be that time he just pull out and just blam blam blam. He might be somewhere at Walmart trying to get some cash to, any little thing, because people really just under stress. A lot of people are mentally weak right now with this country being destroyed. Yashara, that right there is just, it's mentally overwhelming for them, and they crack. These people, they gonna explode. And Esau is gonna take a full advantage of their crisis. So let's get to my first scripture I want to get, because it said that he was fighting with the police when they showed up, and immediately made me think of Second Esdras, 15 and 15. Really, 16. But I'm gonna pull 15 per perspective, So this is Second Esdras 15 and 15. For the sword and the destruction drive nigh, and one people should stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. That's that civil unrest, that coming civil war that's coming. Especially these people can't get their meds. If these devils decide to cut Medicaid and cut Social Security, and let them cut food stamps in Section 8, these people will be in the streets and they will be fighting the government. So verse 16, it says, for there should be sedition among men and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and of course the actions to stand in their power. So you read that dude we just read in that article, he didn't regard the authorities. The police is like Roman centurions, they're like Roman guards. And that dude didn't care nothing about that. He didn't get what he needed. He was fighting with them, fighting. They made a little deal, but he could have unalived people while he was having this little episode. He didn't care about that. And that's what I say. If Trump doesn't deliver what these people want, they will be fighting their government. Especially if this government is not doing what they want, like cutting their meds off. People need the meds, man. I did a lesson earlier which showed, what was that? It might have been a skit, but it could have been real, they talking about cutting VA benefits. That could be real. You don't want to cut the benefits of, war-torn veterans and then put in work for Esau, and you want to take his meds away. Hey, that's not going to go good. That's going, them demons going to get activated. He's going to be looking to unalive people, man. Straight up. So you just got to pray that you're not in the path of somebody that's on the verge of losing it, which we call bug outs. They're going to bug out. Especially Edomites, because they're going to feel hurt, because they thought Trump was going to fix their problems and do everything they wanted him to do. And when he starts going against their interests, Esau going to take it hard. And it's the bloody man who's used to handling swords, which a modern day sword is a gun. So that precept going in, it's going to be, as I said, they keep doing what they're doing. You can see the Civil War building up, y'all, Sharala. You can vividly see it building up. And these people, the first vulnerable people, the people that is addicted to medications. Like once that gets gone, and these people got all these mental health issues, they're going to just wild out. And he's something like, we got a public health crisis. And then that's going to be his excuse to bring in some troops. And we already know once the troops get on the ground and they're in here, he can use them to get, his targets. He ain't worried about these people going crazy. Esau like them to go crazy and unalive somebody. They're going to be doing, that's his excuse to get in here and get the real people they want to get to. Might be trying to get us prophets during that time. Like, and that'd be perfect disguise if you got say 20 million people going crazy and it's going crazy in the streets. Oh yeah, that's the perfect cover for Esau to do what he gonna do. And let's read another one. Let's read another article. Show that the love is waxing cold in this place, man, according to Matthew the 24th chapter. So check this out. It says an 11-year-old stabbed to death after Disneyland vacation during custody visitation. It says a woman was charged with murder after her 11-year-old son was fatally stabbed inside a hotel room in Santa Ana earlier this week. The suspect, identified by authorities as 48-year-old Senorita Ramaju, I believe, I tried my best, was also charged with child endangerment, torture, and aggravated mayhem. Haunting new details released. Anger makes you forget who you love. It says, heartbreaking new details released Friday by the Orange County District Attorney's Office. Authorities said the 11-year-old victim was killed 3 days after going to Disneyland during a custody visitation. He was set to return to his father that day. Instead, authorities found him stabbed to death on the motel's bed, surrounded by Disneyland souvenirs. The OCDA's office said Ramaju moved out of state in 2018 and was in town for the custody visit. Ramaju had purchased 3-day Disneyland tickets for 2 of them before the deadly stabbing. The DA's office said after she allegedly killed her son, she took the pills to kill herself. A large kitchen knife was found inside the motel, which officials said she purchased that day before. Investigators added it appeared the boy had been dead for hours before the mother called 911. So I guess she tried to kill herself and she didn't. And so basically this little crazy woman, we told you the crazy, look at her. You can just see the demons on her face, y'all, Sherella. You can see that this woman is not well. She ain't right. I'm surprised they even let the child even go with this woman. So she takes the child to Disneyland, felt some type of way. Them demons felt some type of way. Didn't want to get the child back to the father. Looking at her, I see why he belonged with the father. And what she do? She unalived it. She unalived her own child. If she'll do that to her own child, who is somebody else? She don't give a dang. Them demons took totally over at that point. Because she didn't want to lose. She didn't want to give the child back to the father. Because you know these women be having them ego trips, man. And so with her, having them demons on her, it turned to the highest level. And that was like the dumbest thing you could ever do right there. Like, dang, you couldn't go to court to keep battling to get custody of your son. That's what any sane person would have did. But she's not, you can look at her and tell she's not sane. So, and it's going to, like, watch for this to increase and happen more frequently as, like, the love of many wax cold. Matthew 24th chapter, man. You look at her, she looks very soulless. She just looked like, that's a chick, I wouldn't even go to sleep around her, like, looking at her, like, you know. And we just got to stay prayed up because a lot of people going to start losing their minds, man. We're at the end of this current society. And this is all that a lot of people know, Yashua. This is all they know. So it's going to be a very fearful thing to them that this place is going down. And whatever demons, devils is in them, it's going to react through them. And you got to have the Spirit of the Lord on you that, hey, we don't be harmed doing this great emotional shaking because we're transferring kingdoms right now. And these demons know they ain't going to have no sway in the kingdom of heaven. So they got to get down and do what they do before Yahweh shall get back. So expect for it to turn up. And I'm going to leave off this right here because I just want to do a short one to show, like, hey, the Lord is moving, man. Judgment is moving. And the Lord is lightening these people up. They got demons in them. They're going to react. They're going to react. We got to have that protection, man. We got to stay prayed up. Because we got a lot of bug out, crazy people in our family that's around us. You know, there's people in the world that's going to be like that. And we still got to do our day-to-day. So we're still in the world. So we got to pray that we got protection around us. Because check this out, y'all. It is, I'm going to start at Revelation 18:2. And it says, I'm going to start at 1 for perspective. And it says, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power. And the earth was lightened with his glory. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So that right there told us that an angel would come down, you know, as Babylon the Great has been destroyed, because you heard it said, Babylon the Great is fallen, that goes into America. America has fallen. America's about done, it's cooked, it's going out. You know, because his word is going out. This place is at the end of it. And what did the Lord say in that precept? That Babylon the Great is a habitation of devils. That's why we have such a hard time here. Because when we go out in the public, we're dealing with devils. People have devils on them, demons on them. This place is a habitation for that. It breeds that. Because it's tailored after Esau Edom, who is the so-called white man, who is the devil in the flesh. So, of course, this place is very demonic. And it's a habitation of devils and every foul spirited, unclean, hateful bird. And as this place goes, they're going to react. They're going to react violently. So we really need to have the spirit of Yahweh Shah on us to keep us safe through these troubling times. Because we're about to go into some evil days, Yasharallah. Very evil days. And we're very close upon that. You got World War III in the background. The economy can crash at any moment. They're already ready to go digital. There could be a T attack. They can spread more pestilence. It's like everything is going all at one time at this point. And people that can't handle adversity, they're going to bug out. Demons going to react. And if you ain't got the covering of the Lord, he won't judgment on you. He going to allow that person to do it. So we're in those times, Yasharallah. The evil days. So stay prayed up, stay vigilant, stay watching out that we don't get caught up in the madness that's all hell about to break loose. That's why these demons is going crazy. All hell is about to break loose, Yasharallah. So I just want to put that out there like a good watchman, like watch out for the crazies. They're being activated. And with that being said, I've just been edifying. I want to say, Kwam Yasharallah. Hey, stay locked in because your house is quickly on the way. Shalom.